This training module is focused on sales, networking, and social media tactics that allow you to be the first in your market to identify newly engaged couples. Specifically, I mean weeks, if not months, before your competition is even aware that they exist. Now, earlier I stated that a major wedding publication reported that many newly engaged couples call their parents or their family first, their churches or synagogue second. But guess what many of these couples do in between those two calls? Well, frequently they turn to social media to announce their good news. In fact, a recent study by Knot.com reports that 61% of engaged couples post on social media within 24 hours of becoming engaged, and in fact, a whopping 86% will post within a week. Now, you may find this hard to believe, or you may not, but 7% of newly engaged women post their status immediately, way before they call their parents or family members. A recent study published by Pinterest says that 62% of all engaged couples immediately increase their use of social media beginning the very first day they get engaged. Now, these facts are strategically important if you are trying to outsmart your local competitor. In short, one of the most effective social selling techniques you can employ is to proactively reach out to those local couples who've just gone online and announced they got engaged. Now, the good news is most of your competitors are what I like to call ring-a-ding waiters. That means that each morning they come into their offices and they wait for the phone to ring or the email to ding to learn about local couples that have gotten engaged. As I cited earlier, research published by InsiderSales.com reports that between 35 to 50% of those sales professionals who make first contact will earn the sale. Now, well, why is that? Because customers like to go with their first choice. It's human nature. Because it's easier, it's faster, and it self-enforces their belief that they're very smart and savvy consumers. Of all those social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram are the easiest and the most dependable when it comes to prospecting for newly engaged couples. Facebook and Instagram provide you with a set of free, powerful tools that will allow you to pinpoint with laser-like accuracy newly engaged couples, specifically couples within your local marketplace. In fact, you can drill down to just your city, your county, your state, or even just your zip code. By the way, 21% of all weddings this year are going to take place in destination locations. So if you're located in a popular destination, you can easily target recently engaged couples throughout North America, plus your key feeder cities throughout the world. If you work for a hotel or resort, you can easily target just those markets currently sending you business. For both resorts and hotels in destinations, I recommend you begin by checking the source of business data or the reservations report provided by your brand. Now remember, if you're a member of the CVB or the Tourism Bureau, they actually may have broader data on what your market's feeder cities are. Facebook is the parent company of Instagram, and well, that's great news for sales and marketing professionals, because you can use the exact same set of tools to target newly engaged couples, and it applies to both platforms. The good news is that no social media platform does as good a job as Facebook in helping you track single people who've just become engaged, specifically those within your local marketplace. Now let's take a moment to eliminate one very popular myth about Facebook. Many marketers believe that today's millennials do not use Facebook. Well, according to Harvard's Kennedy School of Business, 83% of millennials have a Facebook profile, and 41% of them visit Facebook at least once a day. You see, Facebook and Instagram not only allow you to target couples, hey, they even allow you to identify the friends of people who have recently become engaged. Targeting engaged couples on Facebook and Instagram is easy, but you've got to take a few very simple steps before you can begin. First, you must have a personal profile on Facebook to advertise on either Facebook or Instagram. Now, 71% of all hospitality and tourism professionals are currently on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, don't worry. Signing up is very simple and just takes a couple of moments. Next, you need to set up a Facebook page. Please note, this is in addition to your personal profile. Now, if you work for a company, especially one that is franchised or part of a management company or part of a large national chain, you may not have access to your business's Facebook page. My recommendation is to seek out the individual who manages social media for your company, your brand, or your franchise. Let them know that you want to target newly engaged couples who live within your local market and or key feeder cities. If your business does have a local Facebook page, then go approach the person who manages it. Ask them to help you target those Facebook and Instagram members who have recently become engaged. One of the ways they may do this is to allow you to become a Facebook administrator. Now, why is that important? Well, you're not going to be able to start targeting local engaged couples on your own without being an admin of a Facebook business page. Now, don't worry, because if you're new to Facebook, this must sound daunting, but it really is very simple. And trust me, it only takes a few minutes to get accomplished. Now, let me offer some sound marketing advice. If you're selling to the highly profitable weddings market, you should be sending prospects to a dedicated Facebook page, one that focuses exclusively on the wedding services you offer. A Facebook page that communicates that you and your local team will make their wedding spectacular. Please note that your business can have multiple Facebook pages, so there is no reason not to have one that specifically focuses on weddings. So my advice is to create a separate company Facebook page totally dedicated to wedding services and do it as soon as you can. Setting up a special Facebook page for weddings market is very easy, but you have to know a few simple steps, a couple of tactics to get it done right. In our next training module, I'm going to cover everything you need to know about setting up a separate weddings Facebook business page, one that's 110% dedicated to your local and feeder markets. In fact, you can even set up your page while watching this module. Just follow along step by step. Pause the video when you have to. Once we've set up your page, we're going to focus on how to target those couples in your local market or feeder cities that have recently just become engaged. If you already have a Facebook page, you can feel free to skip this module and go directly to the following training module, where I'm going to show you how to pinpoint local engaged couples leveraging Facebook and Instagram.